Hey, this is Flo and welcome back to the last video of the Stocks app challenge. In the last video, we actually implemented a delete feature for the symbols and made sure that everything is persisted correctly. In this video, we will do some very basic form validation in this text field and this button using Combine. So let's get over into our content view model. Combine is already imported because we used it for the JSON network API request. And now we will actually use it to validate the form. So for that, let's create a new function, call it validate symbol field. Okay. Now the cool thing about published variables is that you can actually use them as publishers in Combine by just using the dollar syntax. So we can just access dollar symbol because this is what is changed in the text field. Model.symbol, we're in the model now, so just symbol. Okay, now to work with it, we can just subscribe to its new value. So let's just call this one new value in, and then we can execute some code each time that the user enters or deletes something in the text field. Since this creates a new subscriber, a new publisher, sorry, we actually need to store it in our cancelable set. Okay, so now let's do actually some very simple validation. Let's just check that the symbol is not empty when before the user presses the button. So let's just say, let's create a variable for that. So let's call that one, let's make it published var symbol valid. Let's set it to false initially, and then let's just say symbol valid equal new value dot is empty. Okay, since we're in a closure here, we need to add self dot, and then to avoid any reference cycles, let's just capture the unowned self. Okay, so this should already work pretty well. Now we actually need to use this symbol valid variable, so let's get back into our content view, and I would just disable the button if the symbol is not valid. So let's just say is disabled, and this should be bound to model.symbolValid, and this should be inversed obviously, because if the symbol is valid then the button should not be disabled. Let's make sure that it is correct here. Yeah, so it's also incorrect here, so we're setting symbol is valid if it's empty, but that's actually that's wrong. So if it's not empty, then the symbol should be valid. Okay, now the last thing that we need to do is actually call our validate symbol field function in the initializer, just like this. Now we can run the app in the simulator and you should see it all work. So from the beginning, everything still gets loaded correctly, but you can see that the add button is grayed out. Now I can just type in something and you can see immediately the add button gets black again, and when I remove my text, it gets grayed out again. Let's just make sure that you can still click it. Yes, it still works, and everything is still loaded and saved. Okay, that's it for this series. I really hope it helped you build your own app for the challenge. And if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, to subscribe to the channel. There's much more content coming, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.